What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Happy to have you. Today is gonna be another story time, and I'm actually gonna finish the Get Ready With Me. So I just filmed a video on Blake Lively drama with Justin Baldoni and everything. So if you want to go watch that, check it out. I really give my full opinion, and I think I could be like a little pop culture tea channel. So I kind of want to do like everything on this channel, like yoga, cooking, tarot, ASMR, like a little bit of everything. Tell me if I'm doing too much, because yes, I know I am, and I'm losing my mind. So maybe pick one, tell me to focus, give me advice, be my therapist in the comments. I don't know. Speaking of therapy, I need to go schedule my session. I need to go email her back. I'm not like embarrassed about it. I'm like, I feel productive after I get off that phone call. I feel lighter, you know? So it's beneficial. I love it. It feels productive. I go on a little walk outside and I FaceTime my therapist, and then I come back inside and I just feel like a weight lifted. Like, I feel more grounded. I feel everything. Even just sometimes just going for a walk. That's what I love doing. And calling someone or not calling someone. Yeah, it's just a really productive thing. So trying to be healthier, get back in nature, take care of my mental health, because without it, I don't got nothing, apparently. So learning that. Crazy. I know. Wow. Learning the basics again. Okay, so today's video is going to be a story time about an interesting time in middle school / freshman year, question mark, mostly 8th grade. This was an interesting time. In 8th grade, I basically kind of dropped out. I made my mom and my dad sign these papers on enrolling me. And then I went back for 9th grade because I saw movies. I wanted to be like a freshman, oh my god, high school, wow. So I went back for freshman year, did all freshman year, really tried to stick it through. Then I went to a few months of 10th, maybe if school is August to Christmas break, that's one half of it. I went from August to October, November, and then I was traveling for that whole December, New Year's, and then I never went back. Processing live. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was crazy. That was wild. Yeah. I was sad I didn't go to prom. I'd always talked about it, but I was on a red carpet in Istanbul. So it was fine, but oh my god, it's just so hard being a celebrity. Just so hard being me. No, I really did want to go to prom, but it's just that whole story of oh, okay, yeah, you have so much sympathy for me, you know. But it's yeah, I really did want to go to prom. Being on a red carpet, that's stuff crazy. Fun times. So yeah, I dropped out in 8th, went back for 9th, and then dropped out again in 10th. So this story time is basically a time of when I was kind of in, this is actually regarding a friend that I met in 4th grade and did 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, and then I think we ended up going to different high schools. So this is from 4th to 8th grade, I kind of knew this person. She was in my class. She was a pretty girl. I literally was obsessed with her, and I think she was, looking back, I think it was one of my first girl crushes, and that's why there was so much weirdness around it. So looking back, I realized that's what that was. There's a little girl crush there. But she was one of the prettiest girls in the class. She sat in front of me, and I'd always stare at the back of her head it was out of a movie. I was her hair is so perfect. So yeah, looking back now, I'm Cozy was a little something, had maybe a little crush, but I'm straight now. What's it called? Yeah, so I met this girl in 4th grade. She was one of the most prettiest girls, but she was a bitch. Okay, so she was like a bully kind of. And okay, where do I even start this story time? I don't even know. So yeah, there was this girl in my 4th grade class, and she was such a biatch, and all the boys liked her. All the boys absolutely loved her. She had an older sister, so I think that's why she had the cutest clothes. She knew how to dress. She knew how to do makeup. She was already ahead of people because she had this older sister that was popping. She had her lashes. She had the hair extensions. And she was well developed, if you know what I mean. So she was already ahead of us, and I was still a little nerd. I was still a little geek. Not promoting Nestle. CEO of Nestle said water's not a human right. I shouldn't be buying that. Yeah, Coffee Mate is a Nestle product. So is Nespresso. Allegedly. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, this girl, I was obsessed with her. Looking back, yeah, I was like, wow, she's so pretty, she's so perfect. How does she do it? I want to be like her. And literally that Tate McRae song where it's oh, I want to be like her or whatever. So she had perfect hair, perfect everything. she was like a cheerleader. She was like doing cheer and stuff. And like, so basically, like in class and stuff, she was kind of my bully. Like, we didn't get along. She was the hot, like popular girl that was like wearing all the new stuff. And I was kind of the geeky kid. I was wearing like pastel jeans and stuff. And she'd always like make fun of me. Like, and I was shopping at the same store she was shopping at, but I was just buying like different stuff, I guess. And yeah, it was really, 4th grade was like, that was a rough year. Like, I really think the kids are getting like younger and younger, if that makes sense. Like, I just, in 4th grade, I remember there being like this almost high school pressure of like, you got to be wearing the best, hottest stuff. And I was in 4th grade, bro. Like, that's crazy looking back too. Like, that's wild. So yeah, I was trying to shop at the same stores as her, which was Tilly's. Everyone was shopping at Tilly's, and like everyone, it was like the hottest shit ever. Like, I was in 4th grade, and I had like this one like I had like one of my first boyfriends, which was like my first kiss ever, and he like got me all this Tilly stuff. And I remember, yeah, my mom called his mom and was like, did he steal this? Where did he get that? And she's like, no, he saved up his little lunch money and bought her stuff. Like, so I was getting gifts in 4th grade from boys, like literally dropped off at my house. Like, we're talking nice, like jewelry, purse, Tilly stuff, like expensive stuff. But anyways, that's a little side note. That was like my first boyfriend ever, my first kiss, like in 4th grade. That was crazy. Like literally memories. And okay, so yeah, so she was basically like the mean girl bully that I wanted to be, and blah blah blah. And eventually, like, we became best friends, which was so weird looking back, because I guess like my transformation started to happen where I think, you know, I was kind of copying her. I was mirroring her. I was like wanting to be like her. You know, you're in school, you're like, oh, you want to dress up like the popular girl. So I was trying to copy her fashion, learn makeup, learn hair, all this stuff. Like, right as you're sprouting up. So yeah, 4th grade was really like that. You better be starting wearing makeup good. You start shaving and all this stuff. Like, yeah, I got bullied a lot in 4th grade. I remember like I had armpit hair, and I was like bullied for that, like severely. Yeah, like severely. Wow. Not gonna tell that story. Yeah, that's a little too dark. Keep it light. So yeah, she went basically from the popular girl to my friend, which is like crazy. I don't even know how it happened, but it did. And anyways, we were like messaging on like Facebook Messenger, and like I was gonna like go over to like her house every day, and we were just gonna like hang out and like be friends. And she had this gorgeous, most beautiful house, and she had like this crazy, I just remember her garage because it was like filled with really nice cars, and like I think she had like a bunch of mini fridges and like just like luxury, just like rich, you know what I mean? Like, so I went over there, I was like, whoa, okay. Like, my family was like definition like middle class, like, you know, had a minivan, like wasn't suffering, but wasn't loaded, and still had to budget, all that stuff, like definition middle class. And that was kind of more like upper middle class. So yeah, they had a nice house, nice cars, everything. So like I went over there and I felt like I was in Wonderland. Like, I was like, wow, what an escape, so beautiful. We would just like play around. We would like ride scooters in the neighborhood. There was like our one like friend that like lived down the street, so we'd go over to his house. He had like a crush on both of us, and that was like one of my second boyfriends. And his name was like Solomon, and like it was like so cute, and like he was like black and I like curly hair, so he's like my second boyfriend ever, I think. And I just remember having so much fun and just riding around like scooters in the neighborhood with them. And it was just like so fun. And she was like still doing cheer, and we started hanging out with some like neighborhood boys kind of and stuff. So we wanted to be like cool and really dress cute. And this is when we started like getting interested in boys and stuff. This was like 4th, 5th grade, kind of young. But we were still like playing outside, doing that whole thing and just exploring and like running around nature and like going to go play outside. So that was fun. And so yeah, like I think I ended up bullying her back a little bit, like, which I feel really bad for. Not too severely, but just in the extent I was like, oh, why are you still doing cheer? Like, you shouldn't do cheer. Like, you shouldn't do cheer. Like, cheer is not cool. Like, and like I was kind of just dishing her back the vibes that she had given me like in the beginning, you know. And so I was like, what the heck? Like, you're gonna do cheer? Like, that's not cool. Like, we were trying to be like Zoomies. Like, I don't know if you know the brand Zoomies. Like, we were kind of being Zoomies kids, like, you know. And with beanies and bad girls, like mall rats. So we were kind of turning into mall rats, just hanging out at the mall, like hanging out with boys, trying to start going to our first parties and stuff. I'm very like Regina George. Follow me on Twitter at PayReginaGeorge. And what else? So yeah, we were just like turning into mall rats, kind of. And so I literally convinced her to quit cheer, like crazy. Like, I don't know if it was all me, that's me taking credit for it, but like she ended up quitting cheer. And I remember telling her to do so many times. And it was mostly because like we would hang out on the weekdays and she'd be like, oh, I have to go to cheer. And I'd want to hang out with her. So that's where that started. And I'd be like, oh, don't go. And she started not going. And I remember this is when silly bands were still popping. Like, everyone was collecting silly bands and selling them at school. And then they got banned because they turned into like such a distraction for everybody. So yeah, anyways, this girl was like, yeah, bully basically turned best friend. And then we ended up having like a falling out, shocker. And we were still like messaging on Facebook Messenger, like chat. This is when like Facebook was like popping. And my nose is dry. And yeah, this is when Facebook was popping. So we were doing like Facebook Messenger and stuff and just like chats and stuff. I don't know if you guys remember that era. But we were just chatting on Facebook Messenger, and we ended up getting in like a fight one day and kind of cussing each other out over Facebook Messenger and like really kind of like saying some mean things. And yeah, we were just really nasty to each other like over Facebook Messenger. And she called me a gold digger or something because I was like, wait, like, don't go, you have a nice house. Like, and then she's like, gold digger. Like, and I was like, oh my god, it was crazy. Like, she definitely knew cusses that were like, you know, a little older and whatnot, because she had like, I think she had 2 older brothers and like an older sister. So I think she was actually the youngest one. So she had, I think, more trauma than I thought, you know. So she like knew all these, she was like more sexualized. She knew like cusses because she had all these older siblings and stuff. So she was definitely like brought up quicker. And yeah, we ended up having a falling out over Facebook Messenger, and we were just like cussing each other out. So like, boom, that friendship was like done, okay? And I had like loved this girl. Like I said, like I think I had a little girl crush on her. So like I really looked up to her. I thought she was the most cutest, popular, like pretty girl ever. I tried really like copying her style in like so many little ways. Like, oh my god, I'm like waxing my mustache. I tried like copying her style in like so many different ways, and like just replicating it. And yeah, I really looked up to her, you know? And so it was really nice when we became friends, and that was like a really fun time. Like, we had a lot of fun, and then we just ended up having that falling out. So I was like, okay, whatever. And yeah, like I don't remember what it was specifically over, like, or what really caused it. It's just, you know, kids being kids. So anyways, like, fast forward, oh wow, I have a lot of story times, damn. So I was kind of like talking to Floyd Mayweather's son. He went to my school. So I'm gonna maybe do a story time about that, because I have to like monetize every celebrity encounter, you know. So leave a comment down below. I have to write that one down and remember. So yeah, like we were texting. He was like in love with me. He like, seriously, he was like obsessed with me. I went on a trip to Paris with my family, and he was like nonstop texting me and wrote me this like declaration of love. And I literally, my mom was like, dude, get it. Like, he's rich as fuck. You can fuck a celebrity. And I was like, no, like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not into it. Like, I don't want to fake it. Like, and yeah, that's crazy. I was a fucking kid. My mom's like, do it. Like, I was like 13. Like, oh my god. And I was like, I just was honest with him. I was like, no, I'm not feeling it. But yeah, that was with, I mean, it's not defamation, right? If you like say their name. That was with one of the Floyd's kids. I won't say which one, unless I already did. So anyways, I'll make that its own story time. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I forgot that even happened. So anyways, I had one of Mayweather's kids like blowing me up, texting me, saying he's in love with me. I was like, okay, like that was drama. And then like she was this girl, the same girl that I'm talking about. She ended up dating like one of the hottest guys like in school, like one of the hottest ones. And she was like back to being this like bully biatch. So we had our little moment where we were friends, and then she was back to being like still this like hot girl, popular girl bully, you know, straight up like Regina George. But she was like brunette, had really long brown hair. And we'll call her I don't know, you won't call her anything. So yeah, she was dating like this popular boy at school, and so they were like the it couple, like the hot couple. And like he was like funny, kind of like the class clown, like the popular guy. And every girl like had a crush on him, like every single one, down to nerdy, to thick, to like back of the class, front of the class, like every girl had a crush on him, including me. And he was really, really cute. And she was really, really mean. So I think you know where this is going. So one night at Floyd Mayweather's son's house, which like, yeah, I won't go too into detail. Like we were hanging out at Mayweather's house, and his house was kind of the party house a little bit. We would all just like hang out, have fun. And some nights when me and my like bestie who I was with this one girl who I would hang out with. I'm trying to like remember and piece it all together. So yeah, I would hang out with this one girl. This is like another, like just a nice friend of mine who was like a nice friend who later turned like a little crazy. That's a story time. So yeah, I was with this other friend, and we would like tell our parents that we were like sleeping over each other's houses so that we could like go do like some shenanigans. So like I would tell my parents I'm sleeping over her house, she would tell her parents she's sleeping over mine, and we would hope and pray for the best. And this worked like twice maybe. I'm trying to remember. I actually, you know what? I was with a different friend. I wasn't with a white friend. I was with a black friend, if that makes a difference. I was with this other girl. I can't like say any names. I was with this other girl. She was my black BFF. She was like day one bestie. So okay, I was actually with her. Anyways, so me and Amanda, we were chilling, and we're like, okay, tell your mom you're at my house, I'll tell my mom you're at your house. And then we both like went over and like scootered over to like this one dude's house, which ended up being Mayweather's house, one of his kids' house. Like he was a kid, but he lived in the house. The mom owned the house. They were divorced. Okay, whatever, you get it. Mayweather family. Okay, I've already said too much. So yeah, we were all like sleeping over there and chilling, and it's like a big house of kids and stuff, and we were all just like being rugrats, like running around. And I'll go into that more in depth. I've met like Floyd Mayweather's wife and stuff. She recently passed away, but you know, when she was alive, she went in depth and she showed me a lot of letters that Floyd Mayweather had wrote her when she was heartbroken. So this happened that night. She literally pulled out a box that was like a cash box almost, and it was just full of letters that Floyd Mayweather had written her, like saying he's sorry for like abusing her and stuff. Anyways, I was like a kid, so I was like, damn, like she's opening up to me. She had like her glass of red wine. She's like talking to a kid about this shit, and I was just standing there like, okay, but being really sweet. Anyways, like we go upstairs after that moment, and we're all just like hanging out, like just like chasing each other around the house, like playing around. If we had like cameras or anything, we were like filming, but I don't even think we were. We were just like horsing around playing games and just doing whatever, like kid stuff, you know? And like the guy was there, so we were hanging out with like what's her face's boyfriend. So the mean girl that I first started the story with, we were hanging out with her boyfriend, you know, and they were like the hot couple. He was there, and I kind of started to get like a little twinkle in his eye, like at me, and I was like, oh my god, like he's kind of into me. And he would do stuff and like flirt with me, and he kind of like grabbed me, and like it was cute. It was like that it was that cute, like amazing, pure stuff. But he had a girlfriend, so it wasn't that pure. So he had a girlfriend, and this is where like bad cozy comes in. So like he had a girlfriend, and the girlfriend was this girl who had bullied me for years, okay? For years. She was so mean and he was so hot. So you do the math. So basically, you're not even ready for him to say. Basically, I literally remember this. Basically, he starts like grabbing on me, like being all flirty, getting in my face, like saying stuff, and then kind of like getting close to my face, and I could tell he's like about to kiss me. But like he was literally trying to kiss me. I think I pushed him off or something, because I was like a lady even back then. I was like, no, you have a girlfriend. And that's what I said. And I knew she would beat my ass. Like I knew she would like pick the tombstone out herself. So I was like, yeah, this can't happen. Like I know who you with, like, you, like, I will be dead meat at school on Monday, like, I can't do that. And so I kind of told him that. So that's good, Cozy, okay? And he literally said, I'll break up with her. I'll break up with her right now. He pulls out his phone. He shows me the text. He handed me the phone. And he was like, text her. Like, do it. And I swear to God, I think I drafted, like, this is all regression, starting to be regression. I think I literally wrote the breakup text myself. I might have handed it back to him and like had him tweak it, but like I literally think he handed me the phone and I started typing like a we can't do this anymore, like, and I literally, it was like a we can't do this anymore text, and he sent that shit, and like all of us, like the whole friend group, we started bouncing up there. We're like, fuck, you just broke up with blah blah blah, like the it girl, like Regina George just got dumped type of vibe. And I'm sitting there like, what did I just do? Like, what did I just do? What did I just do? And I'm like, oh shit, what does this mean? Like, and then it got wild, it got amazing, it got spicy, like, oh my God. Then I think he just like kissed me. I think we just started making out. Like, and it was, I swear, I think it was the hottest thing ever. Like, literally he dumped the like literal popular girl, like, for me. Like, that's wild. That's wild. Like, I knew, like, if I did that, like, she would literally kick my ass. So I was like, okay, like, I don't know if I want to do this, you know? And then, like, he literally handed me the phone. I just remember seeing texts that were like, I swear he texted, it went green or whatever, because it was like green text back in the day or something, and it was like, we can't do this anymore. And I swear he like gave me permission. He's like, text her yourself, say anything you want. And I was like, damn, you know what this is doing for me 2 years ago mentally? Like, damn. Like, so I was like, okay. And I think I said something like, I have fun with it, because I was like, this person had bullied me for years. Like, of course I'm gonna have fun with it. So I just dished it right back. And yeah, I said some shit. I don't even know what I said, but I just remember him kind of saying, like, we can't do this anymore. And it was a straight up breakup text. Like, and then I think he just like kissed me right after that. Like, and we just had so much fun. Like, so much fun. Like, the adrenaline, the serotonin, the dopamine. Like, there's nothing like it when you're like a little kid and you're like having a crush and stuff. Like, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it. Like, yeah, this was maybe 7th grade, so like, yeah, she had bullied me in 4th, we had been friends in 5th and 6th, and then, or no, she bullied me like 4th, 5th, and part of 6th, and I think 6th we started being friends, and 7th we started being friends, and then like, yeah, 8th, like, by 7th, 8th, we were she was a bully, we went friends for a second, and then she went back to being a bully. So yeah, this is like the story time, the time that my bully's boyfriend dumped her for me, like something like that. I don't know what the title will be, we'll figure it out. Isn't that crazy though? Oh my God, I literally had such a fun time. And I remember seeing him at school like a week, like maybe a week later or something, and it was so hot. Like, oh my God. And he was like, it was crazy. We acted like we were like the most scandalous thing at school. Like, when we would talk to each other, like he'd be like pressed up against the wall and I'd be walking by, like, and we'd like have to fake conversation, like we weren't talking, like I was just like on my foot, like fixing something. Like, we tried to be incognito, like in public. Like, it was crazy. Like, we were in like what, 7th grade, 8th grade, 8th grade. Okay, 8th grade. Yeah, we started to be like getting older. Yeah, this is 8th grade. Yeah, wow. So yeah, he came up to me one time and he's like, we should do that again. Like, and I was literally like, it was like some Titanic shit. I was like, we can't. Like, I just thought that was so funny. I was like, oh my God, like, it was so spicy. Like, yeah, the dopamine, the adrenaline, the serotonin, the aphrodisiacs, whatever, I don't even know. It was the hottest thing ever. Like, because it was just like vengeful. It felt just. It felt like, yeah, like, but then my little like shy ass was like, oh, I should have never done that. It's like, nah, bitch, like, yeah, fuck your bully's boyfriend, like, or whatever. Like, the fact, like, I don't like cheating with people or whatever. I don't want to do that. I literally just blocked this guy on Snapchat the other day because I was like, do you have a girlfriend? He's like, yeah, but you're hotter, blocked. Like, boom, gone. Like, no time for that. But the fact that he's like, I'll break up with her right now, like, send in text, like, I'll jump her for you, baby, let's go. Like, you It was everything. So yeah, that was like the ego boost I needed like back then and now. Like that was amazing. I think I saw her Instagram like recently, and it's kind of exactly where like you thought she'd be. It's so interesting when you see people that are like when you're younger or whatever, and then you like, I don't know. It's so interesting, like seeing where people like are at now. Like where it's like, oh, she's a bus driver now. It's like, like, you know, she's like a lesbian like hairstylist now with like short like pixie cut, like near pixie cut, like short hair. I don't know. I don't want to make any claims. She was a nice girl. I actually followed her like on Instagram. Like when I found her Instagram, I think I followed her, and like the follow wasn't like reciprocated back, so I unfollowed or something. I don't know. I feel like some people, they are meant in your life for a season, and I gotta really learn that, because I start holding on to people like for dear life, and it's like, sweetie, there's 7 billion people in the world. Like, you know, just go get another. Like, I know it's way easier said than done. But yeah, like, so yeah, I saw her Instagram recently. I'm glad she's doing good. It was sending love, whatever. Or no, I'm good. I don't need to send love to anybody that doesn't deserve it, you know? Especially people that bully me or whatever. But yeah, it was really interesting. Looking back now, I'm thinking like something in each other like triggered each other, you know? So I'm thinking that, yeah, that's what it is. She was just closeted. That's what it was. So yeah, you can tell, like, yeah, she's got the girlies. I do think she might be dating a dude, but like you can tell it's like some Blake Lively, like beard, J-Lo, Ben Affleck situation. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it for the story time. This was the time that, yeah, I'll figure out the title. The time my bully's boyfriend dumped her for me to hook up with me. Like, crazy. It was the hottest thing ever. I don't think you guys get it. I don't think y'all get it. Like, I feel like I'm still trying to, like, to this 24-year-old day, like, I'm still trying to match that, like, energy, because it's just the energy, right? Like, it was just so hot. And maybe it is the whole, like, adrenaline of doing something you're not supposed to, and the whole, like, I don't even want to say it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was just so hot. I was in, like, 8th grade, I think. Crazy. I got some more story times about one time a deaf emo girl tried to get me to print money once. But I don't know if I should like go on and say about that. But it was just so interesting, and I didn't do it. Like, it was just so interesting that I might tell it. So yeah, really interesting. Yeah, this was a long story time, so I'm gonna end it. We're already like at 30 minutes. Yeah, this was a crazy story. Like, it just good times, like at Ridgemont High, you know, like I want to watch that movie. I watched The Heathers. I think The Heathers is kind of dark, right? It's like really dark, I think. Okay, the sun's coming out. We had some rain, now the sun's coming out. So yeah, if you want more story times, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, go add my Patreon. That's where we're hanging out. That's the YouTube subbies tier on Patreon. So make sure to go join so you can be a part of the real fun. We're creating a really nice community over there where we're gonna chat and just get to know each other and just be besties. And yeah, I know what it's like to feel alone or sad and just, you know, wanna watch someone dope. So yeah, if you want to do that, then check it out. Alright, I kind of did makeup, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I love you guys. This story time was really interesting. I love being a kid again. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna tell some more fun story times like that, so definitely let me know. I'm gonna go film some other videos for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Go subscribe to the Patreon. Check it out. Love you. Also, click the Stan Store link. Bye.